So yeah, let's talk. As usual, anytime we do an episode, there's always some type of news or things happening around the league, which I absolutely love it. Which has kind of inspired me to start this podcast. Is it's nice to just I'm excited about football and these trades and transactions and everything just are amazing.
And it's just always fun to just talk football with the boys. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah.
Can't.
So real quickly, before we talk about some of the draft and things that went on, we have some of the big names from Ian Rappaport is the Texans All-Pro edge Will Anderson Jr. has agreed on a blockbuster 3-year, $150 million extension with $134 million guaranteed to make him the NFL's highest paid non-QB ever.
Must
That's
be nice.
ridiculous.
He deserves
He's
it,
a beast.
though.
There's no
Deserves it.
denying
For
it.
sure, he
Signed a
deserves it.
record 3-year, the highest paid non-QB, a bunch of guaranteed, and he's coming off an elite 2025 season. 12 sacks, All-Pro first team, Defensive Player of the Year, runner-up. They're clearly building their franchise around him, and they already have a good defense.
Yeah.
Just so locking that in is huge.
And let's talk about the contract. There's no trade clause. So he can't get traded. So he has the power pretty much. If he wants to leave, he can leave. He can force a trade, but they can't trade him for, another player or anything. I always feel like for a player, that's a win.
Yeah.
Because, you don't want to uproot your family and move somewhere. You already have your roots into Texas. You don't want to leave. And you got to go, New York, where it's freezing, I'm just, so good for his agent to get that clause in.
Yeah,
for
definitely.
sure.
He's a beast of a player. Again, the Texans defense is no joke.
And then they let go Joe Mixon.
That's right, Joe Mixon. They got David Montgomery.
Yep.
Amazing.
Yep.
Yeah, David Montgomery. He's a solid running back. He was good on the Lions and stuff, and even back on the Bears. Yeah.
Bears.
When they moved off, if I'm not mistaken, they moved off of him, and then they got Sweat. Was that it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that was. I kind of actually, to be honest, when I was completely wrong about it, but because we brought it up. When Swift was on the Eagles and they got rid of Swift and brought in Barkley, I didn't think that it was that massive of a trade. You know what I'm saying? I'm you're kind of trading similar for similar is how I felt. But Saquon, of course, carried that whole season and got them to the Super Bowl.
And Saquon had the best O-line too. So, he did. He's a beast already, but you give that guy an O-line, he's gonna tear that ass up. And no diddy.
Yeah, the dude's a beast.
What does that mean for CJ though? You know what I'm saying? Usually the quarterback gets the deal first before you give it to the D lineman. I mean, after his playoff performance this last season, I could see the front office having some.
Exactly. It's kind of not necessarily, I don't want to say a prove it type of situation. Because CJ, he's a solid player. He's had his ups and downs. A lot of rookies, well, he's not a rookie anymore, but a lot of players tend to do, right? 1 year good, a year's bad, or 1-1, or such and such. People who have consistent seasons like Will Anderson are the people who definitely secure that contract, get paid early, in fact, wait.
Exactly. Because this is going to get higher.
Yeah, exactly. Other news, was it the Giants?
Sexy
Dexy.
Yes,
damn.
sir.
Crazy trading that 10th round pick, right?
Yep.
Man.
Which the Bengals will do anything with those picks anyways. Let's be real.
Yeah.
When they get a first early pick, they screw it up.
It is true. They haven't been that great. I mean, having more picks is definitely beneficial, more chance to hit and whatnot. So the Giants, I've seen a lot of opinions going both ways about it. I think it's a good idea because you're looking at the Giants and stuff like that, and they would to trade that first pick to a secure and all-pro, amazing, guaranteed starter dude without having to worry about drafting.
But you know what? I'm still raising my eyebrow to the GM. We're not going to let that stuff go, what he did before. Letting Saquon go. You know what I'm saying? He made some bad picks. So I honestly, if you ask me, I thought you should fire the coach and the GM. Why keep the GM and then bring in a new coach? Start fresh. Completely start fresh.
You're right.
Because that GM, let's be real, dude, he was doing some weird stuff. The fact that you let Saquon walk out for Daniel Jones, which everyone's gonna be like, oh, Daniel Jones had a great year with the Colts. Yes, he did. But come on, dude.
It just shows you, man. Some organizations really are just better than others, or the coaching staff, everything. Because again, Daniel Jones, you brought him up, him on the Giants versus him on the Colts, completely different person.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, that's actually pretty good. But you know what? The Giants have been fumbling here and there. But to be honest, I have a friend who's also a Giants fan. So,
Okay.
they got some pretty good moves and stuff going.
Yeah.
Cam Scalaboo is good, right? Tracy Jr. is good. Malik Neighbors is good.
But if all those three guys can stay healthy,
Of
let's be real.
course.
We're going. Let's be real. They're great when they are.
Yes. So I'm like, they have been acquiring good players as well as making bad moves as well. But I feel like they're kind of at this moment headed in the right direction.
Yeah,
Is
they
that
got momentum right now.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, they just got to draft well with those picks that they're getting. You can't have any.
Exactly.
But hey, good for them. They're turning it around. Bengals, when they have first top 10 picks, they mess it up anyways. So I think it was a win-win for both of them.
I mean,
If the Giants use those picks correctly, yes, it could be a win-win for both.
yeah, because it was what was exactly the trade? It was like 10th pick, and they got 3 other picks, right?
I think so.
Yeah. I literally had it right in front of me, but it's somehow.
You know what they say though? You win Super Bowls by drafting players, not getting players from free agency. That's what they say.
Man,
But I think the Seahawks say otherwise, right?
yeah.
Because they got Sam Darnold.
Exactly, and Shanahan, that's his whole thing. Exactly that, he likes experienced players, people who know what they're doing more so. He does understand that, yeah, we gotta get younger, but again, you can't be experienced. And you know what? It's crazy, just because we just brought up the Niners, like I was thinking about it. Just crossed my mind. What else saying? And maybe it was a Matt Mayoko. Shout out.
What's them out?
They were saying that for Brandon Ayuk's price, we got Mike Evans and Christian Kirk for still under the value we would have.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
So it's like
That's
acquiring those two for basically, saying get rid of Brandon Ayuk and acquiring those two, is like no brainer. Especially if we got them at that type of value in comparison.
And supposedly we're supposed to be drafting a receiver, but we'll get there. I'm getting ahead of ourselves, but as we're talking about receivers, I got a little excited. I was like, "Hey, we're supposed to draft a receiver."
Yeah, which that
too.
makes it hard though, because I'm like, damn, we got 6 receivers right now, 6. So it's like drafting one. What does that say? You know what I'm saying?
Just get them right. Football, you can get injured any second. You never know.
Yes.
And Mike Evans and that hamstring, he might act
So
up
you
a
think
little
we're
bit.
done? You think we're giving up on Ricky Pearsall then?
Ricky. I say it all the time. We drafted the wrong white boy. We should have got Lad. Like
Right.
Shanahan overthought the process because it's like Lad, he won a national title in college, so he knows what winning's about. He's a winner. Mike Singletary.
Hey, true.
But hey, I trust our coach, so I'm not in the front office, so he might have saw something that I didn't see. But I mean, I'm just thinking of a guy that won a national title, was great with Georgia. Like, why not? He's a good route runner. I just didn't. I don't know. Maybe because the size scared him or something. I don't know. But
I mean, that makes sense.
Lad's a beast.
It is a beast. I mean, he wasn't a beast in fantasy, but he is a beast.
And that's why I don't play fantasy, because all my friends stress out about their players and stuff. And I'm like, dude, why would I want to play that? Stress out about teams that I don't care, players I don't care about. Only team I want to stress out about is the 49ers. That's it. That's the only team I want to stress out about.
You know what? For me, what it did is it really expanded my playing fantasy, really expanded my team NFL knowledge. So because you obviously have to get familiar playing fantasy, you have to be familiar with essentially every team's quarterback, every team's top receiver, the backup receiver, every team's running back, the backup. You know what I'm saying? You have to be aware of essentially. I mean, you could try to make it a little easier on yourself and focus on just okay, these are constant best teams. I'm just going to draft from them type of thing. But depending on your league, 10, 12, 14 or whatever, that becomes a lot harder. So the more you are aware and know of you can name any team and I could name out the wide receiver or 2 or the running back. I could damn near name out a player from any position on any team. That's how I feel right now. Don't ask me right now.
Okay. Because I was about to. I was I'll put you to the test.
Yeah, exactly. I know I could, but if I'm put on the spot, probably. Oh, man, yeah, the draft, man, it's coming up. We're going to have to do something one of these days for the draft. I always wanted to go out with the boys or something.
Yeah, and just
I think it was last year they did in Vegas or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, how cool would that be? Who knows? One day. The kids get older, easily get away, stuff like that. Well, I mean, so that's what's recent going on. You always come back to the Niners, the best team. Come see.
Yeah. I think we covered almost everything.
Yeah. All right, so I did some quick looking up. I'm not the biggest college dude. I'm gonna admit that right now, but obviously I had to do some research and get an overall consensus of the number top 10 picks at least and whatnot. I done my some research to see what teams have shown interest, where they've have scouted, or like where they visited. That's what I should have said. So let's get on it. We're not gonna cover the every team. There's way too much, right? Mock draft.
And things change.
Yeah. There's
So like every day something
exactly
switches.
like just like we just said with that Dexter Lawrence.
Yeah, the
boom, that
Bengals,
instantly
yeah.
would shift everyone's mock draft now
Yep.
that they already had. But I mean, right now, the one consistent thing we can say is Fernando Mendoza going number 1 off the board, going to the Raiders. He's the only team that he visited.
Yep.
And they got, they signed Kirk Cousins over there to sit behind. The situation's looking good.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good situation. Have him sit. Let him sit. Let Kirko run the offense. Let him sit and learn. I feel like that's the best you can do for a young quarterback. Like, I know we're now in the era of start him now, but I feel like look at Patrick Mahomes. He didn't start. He sat here.
100%.
Learn the game. Learn the speed.
Jordan Love too. The
There
Packers
you go.
haven't missed, essentially. They've gone what? They gone from
Brett Favre,
hella long,
Rodgers.
Rodgers, hella long, and then Love. Three quarterbacks since that's it.
Yeah. Since
Yeah,
we've been
so
kids.
they definitely take their time to make sure they have the right player and develop them correctly, which is huge. You can't beat that, honestly.
Yep.
It's like, and I miss that way, because now it is definitely, what's win now? Cheap contract, get them in there.
Yeah.
Surround them with the best players. I was like, damn. It's like, yeah, I mean, I get it. It makes a lot of sense. There's not everyone's a Brock Purdy. Dude, seriously, that rookie contract was crazy. You know what I'm saying? The cheapest quarterback ever. Man, those years where we didn't have to worry about paying Brock were nice.
We're golden.
Yeah. Too bad we didn't
take advantage of
it. Man. We made some good runs.
Look,
and then
the goal is to win. The whole cares about second place. No one cares about that.
And my Broncos friend was still, when we started talking shit, he'd be like, "Oh yeah, we won last." I'm like, "Bro, you really bringing up fucking like what 11, 12 years ago that Peyton Manning winning the Super Bowl?" I'm like, bro, come on, we talking like recent. We're talking about what's going on now. Not who won the Super Bowl. Like, yeah, okay, whatever. You won the Super Bowl, but still, that was over 10 years ago now. I don't think you can still claim that.
You gotta tell that to Cowboy fans.
I mean, and I know we have our rings are hella old too. I'm not dumb. Everyone likes to throw that in our face.
Okay,
and when I that don't mean nothing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't bring up those old rings.
I know exactly. I'm never the first one. Everyone else is the first one to bring up rings. I don't care about rings. I'm like, bro, look how consistent we've been these 6-ish years or something.
Yeah.
With one down year being, what was that, like maybe 2 years ago? No. Since Brock, we haven't had necessarily like a down
year.
Yeah. So
disappointing.
Yeah, disappointing, but not like a down one. Yeah. So yeah, like 5, 6 years has been, it's been solid. Yeah, I'm confident in our team. I don't know.
Oh, damn.
Okay. Yeah, no, where the moves we're making now and stuff, we're in that position. It's like we're in that perfect position where we're acquiring, we're not overextending, you know what I'm saying? We're not spending too much, but we're still acquiring. We're spending just enough to bolster the team and depth and just everything. With the young dudes, the veterans mixed with the young dudes, we got all pros at every position. Young dudes love the pros. Any wide receiver I could automatically assume they would love to be learn from Mike Evans.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude's a beast. But yeah, so that was just, we got way off track from the first pick. This is fine. Fernando Mendoza going to the Raiders.
Yep.
They're looking pretty good. We'll see how they go though. Honestly, 2 times I thought they were like, oh yeah, I kept telling my friend, like, it's okay, you guys are gonna do good this year. It looks like, then they just like shit the bed and just like, that's all right, bro. But this is your year,
Yeah.
At least that's what they.
If they draft right, like I said, if they draft 5 out of those 11 picks, they're gonna be okay, because then they're gonna be shifting in the right direction. Yeah. And I have that feeling it's going to happen. They're going to make that step forward. And then we're not going to hear the end of it, because half of our family are Raider fans. And they're going to be all in our face about it. Even though we're the humble ones when the Niner, we're humble. We don't really try to say too much. And here they come with the little side jabs, little pokers.
Like, it's all funny. I know I get a lot of hate, but I feel like we're a pretty humble team. When people just like to just talk shit or come at us.
I met some non-Bengals fans, so
yeah.
they're out there.
Oh,
They're
okay.
out there. They're out there
Yeah,
for
because
sure.
I see, like right now, even social media stuff, of course, I'm seeing the Seahawks fans. And they just love talking like, oh, dropping the numbers, this and this. And I'm like, bro, come on. Healthy Seahawks versus healthy Niners. We beat them.
Yeah, beat them week 1.
And then we became the most injured team in the league.
The second game we kept
Still
it
got
close.
as far as we did, and good job. You guys beat the most injured team in the league. We weren't even supposed to be there, It's like, yeah, keep throwing that in our face. It's like, that's cool.
Yeah.
And they're like, but now it's like, now look at the team. The team's not even the same. You know what I'm saying? So they can't even expect near the same. There's no way,
But they will.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I guess every team kind of has to.
You gotta have that.
Exactly. I mean, maybe for the Jets, maybe not.
Just end the season. That's what the Jets stand for. Just end the season.
I like that.
Yeah. That's what it stands for.
That's pretty good. All right. Second pick. Remember, these are just top consensus. I don't know much, but I've done some research. And there's this guy, Arvell Reese, linebacker from Ohio State, projected top 5. This guy, Arvell Reese, linebacker from Ohio State, projected top 5. Is the consensus he'd be number 2. I did it for the New York Jets. Due to his versatility and pass rush upgrade. I mean, anyone going to the Jets, I kind of just feel bad for them. Or then like, oh yeah, that's going to increase their chances, or they're going to be better. I don't think I've ever felt that really about them. That's just me. I'm not even necessarily a Jets hater, but I just feel like they're just the automatic, just worse organization.
It doesn't help when your owner is in Europe and worried about. Yeah. So,
whatever. So he's projected second. We'll see how that goes. Again, everything's probably going to change now with just that Dexter Lawrence stuff.
For sure.
Next, we have third is David Bailey, edge from Texas Tech. Elite pass rusher with strong production.
He was a beast in college. I watched him play.
Oh, you did?
He was good. He's good. He's a beast.
Yeah,
too bad he's going to the Cardinals.
Oh, yeah. I see he's linked to the Cardinals at number 3, but also a potential fit for the Jets. If some trading stuff goes on, or who knows. Nothing for the Jets. Next. Fourth, Jeremiah Love, running back from Notre Dame. I've actually heard about him. His name has been coming up recent stuff in a lot of people's mocks and this and this. He's one of the most explosive players in the class.
To me, he low-key looks like DK Metcalf. I'm serious. I was watching clips.
So he's a big dude like that?
I don't know about size, but like face-wise.
Okay, because
he looks like DK.
Is a big dude, but you know what? DK, I don't know how long ago or so, but I think probably a couple of years ago when I first started doing the podcast, I made comparison. There was a time where, because Tyreek Hill was the fastest, he was on the Chiefs and he was claiming to be the fastest runner. Then there was A-Chan, I think, who came and also being a quick ass too. But there was a time once where DK Metcalf actually matched or was slightly faster than Tyreek even was on the play. When he got open,
he did run
straight gunning it down the field at a time where his speed was actually equivalent or slightly faster than Tyreek, which is damn. So man, that's a big, fast motherfucker.
His stride, dude. He's a big dude. So that's the stride compared to Tyreek.
Yeah, honestly,
you know what I'm saying? He's a freak.
He has everything he needs to be this best top receiver, but his emotions unchecked. He can't get it right. I mean, big ass dude. I mean, you throw it to him over the top. Who's going to contest him? Seriously, most teams are not going to be able to contest that dude.
But you know what the word is around DK is to get in his head, to get him emotional, because he's already then he's checked out of the game. Because as a Niner fan, who's a Seahawks fan, that was the goal. If you get him all emotional, he's already checked out. You already won. That side of the field is shut down now because he's trying to fight the DB.
I love that.
He's trying to fight everybody. Then he's trying to fight his teammates.
Yeah.
So
I'm saying.
Hopefully this season coming up, he's got his mind right, took some anger management classes, and he's good to go, because I'm going to say right now, that was out of pocket what he did last year, hitting a fan. You can't do that. Where's the team security, though? Where was team security, but also DK? You got to be better. You're a pro. You got to be better, man. You got to be better, man.
So yeah, Jeremiah Love, he visited Bengals, Giants, Cardinals, and Titans, all picking in the top 10. So between those teams, Bengals, Giants, Cardinals, and Titans, who's most likely need a running back? Bengals. Their current running back is what's his name? Yes, Chase Brown. He's good, but he's not fulfilled. Exactly, and they tried to make him be that dude, and gave him his chance. To be honest, he was kind of really bad. So, okay, so that makes sense. I can see the Bengals. Giants are good. Cardinals, they're still rocking James Conner, like old
James Conner, and then they drafted a running back, I want to say last year. Yeah, the Falcons' old running back.
And
yeah, I
then
don't think they're going to draft a running.
Titans
I can see the Titans doing
Tony Pollard.
Tony Pollard.
Yeah, you know what?
I think he's still
Tony
there.
Pollard, I actually really liked him on the last. My best memory of him was Tony Pollard, Ezekiel Elliott on Cowboys. And I remember watching Tony play, and I was like, man, exactly. It was as clear as day. I was like, but then they did it, and he had a horrible season. Yeah. A horrible season. I was like, whoa, and then he got moved off. And RIP my fantasy league. That always come back to. Yeah, so that's crazy. So okay, Bengals for sure. Bengals or Titans, I think, will be the one of right there for the top pick. Number 5, a guy named Sonny Styles, linebacker from Ohio State, freak athlete with elite testing numbers. I do not have those numbers in front of me. I definitely should.
But no, they were elite. They were crazy for the size he is and the weight. It was ridiculous. I watched.
It says he's a strong fit for the Titans at pick number 4. Yeah, exactly. He's a defensive dude. The way, yeah, no, 100%. You know what? Okay, so that means going back to Jeremiah Love, he's probably going to the Bengals. Makes the most sense. Just does.
Love, you're a Bengal, my guy.
We have Caleb Downs from Ohio State, considered to be the safest pick in the draft, and he's recently visited the Dallas Cowboys with pick 12. To me, safest pick just means like he's not like he doesn't. You see what you get type of dude. Yeah. You're not gonna get this star player, but you're gonna get this. Yes, okay, more consistent. Yes, I'd say more consistent than explosive. Like you're just gonna get a consistent player and safest. That's consistent and safest. To me, those are what go hand in hand in this. Exactly.
Yeah, and you know what you're getting.
Yeah, so safety for Dallas Cowboys. I don't know. I mean, they got a good defense. They have some stuff going on too and whatnot. After that, we have pick 7, Ruben Bain Jr. is from Miami.
Don't mess up my Miami guy. The Hurricanes, that's my guy. I wish the Niners could get this guy. He's a beast, even though they're trying to say his arms are kind of short, so it's kind of making his stock drop. But didn't they say that about, oh my God,
no,
Donald. Oh, his arms are short. But if you're a dog, you're a dog.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, so, I mean, I watched this guy play all last season, and he was impressed. He was always in the backfield, causing chaos. Because I'm a Miami fan.
Yeah.
College team, Miami. I love the Hurricanes. So he was definitely one of the factors on our defense.
Gotcha.
He's a beast.
I see that he visited the Bengals, Chiefs, Titans, and Dolphins. Based on the, recent move, Dolphins.
He's going to Dolphins. He's been playing at Miami University.
Yes.
He's right up the street. Why not? I see. And the Dolphins, who do they have at the edge rusher? Chubb is gone.
Watch the Bengals.
Phillips is gone.
I mean, or maybe T. Honestly, I mean, you're right. That makes the most sense if you put it like that. Dolphins, Miami players do like that. I'm not sure how big of an influence that really is for players. I'm sure it's pretty big given the opportunity, right? If the team's calling and that's your home team, then
why not? You don't have to move.
Exactly.
No
family,
state
friends,
taxes.
Everything's
yeah,
there.
But that could also be bad for some players. Staying home, you got the same bad friends, influence, you know what I'm saying? People treat you like a celebrity, so you're not really focused because you're out partying all the time. You're getting into clubs for free. It's Miami.
Start wanting things. Yeah, no, that makes sense. So getting away, honestly, actually, okay, maybe, damn, see, I do kind of like that better. I mean, I guess it really just depends on player specifics because moving away to a new team causes you to you have to lock in with that team, that area. Yeah. Yep. You're not familiar with anyone or this and this, so you just have to just lock in that team, get to know everyone and just grow there. As for, like you said, a lot of potential distractions at home and other things off the field. So that makes sense. After that, we have this someone named Mansur Glane. That's how you say his name? Is that what you say it? He's a cornerback from LSU, projected as a high number 9 pick to the Chiefs, but he also visited the Giants and Dolphins.
He's going to the Chiefs. Chiefs need a cornerback. They traded dude to the Rams.
They do need to replace, so that makes sense. Okay, based off of that alone, I'll do that to the Chiefs for sure. After that, Spencer Fano, offensive tackle from Utah. Best of offensive lineman in the class is what the tackle from Utah. Best of offensive lineman in the class is what they're saying. Ideal fit for the Cardinals who need O-line help badly. I don't know where he's visited. I'll have to look into that. I'm sure I do. But Cardinals, not bad.
Because they're in our division, I hope they draft completely wrong and get some.
Yeah, I'm also not too familiar with him either. But who knows? Again, with all the trading and stuff, we'll see. I'm sure they could. I mean, I don't know. I feel like a lot of teams will trade for picks because I heard it. I
think
saw
there's
it's
going
kind
to
of like
be
a deep class for like defensive players. So I could see acquiring more picks might be, depending on your team's need, might be more of a focus. And then after that, the 10th pick. Remember, these are all consensus from various sports sources and professionals and stuff like that. And so number 10, we have a guy named Caden Proctor. That's a tackle from Alabama, which players from them are typically pretty good. Proctor.
They're pro ready.
That's a tackle from Alabama, which players from them are typically pretty good.
Yeah, they're pro
All-American
ready.
tackle with potential versatility. Miami Dolphins have shown a strong interest and have met with him. And that's all we know about that. An offensive tackle for Miami. How does that sound to you?
I mean, they need it. The O-line is like the heart of the offense. So I wouldn't be, if I was a Miami Dolphin fan, I wouldn't be mad if they got a tackle because it's like you need a lineman. But I also wouldn't be mad if they got Reuben.
So. All right. So that covers the top 10 picks. And just quickly, they kind of recap too. The Bengals hosted Jeremiah Love and Reuben Bang Jr. New York Giants have met with Jeremiah Love and Mansour Delane. Titans have also hosted Jeremiah Love. These are all visits from the team and stuff. So maybe a good indication of where they're going to go. But a lot of times it means nothing. Exactly.
It means nothing.
Exactly. So, I mean, I don't
because they could go visit and they don't click at all. And
Exactly.
the coach and the player don't click, and then they're like, okay, no, this is not going to work. But we don't know that, the public, but the team knows. They just want to, sometimes when they want players to come for a visit, they want to just know the player as a person.
Yeah.
You know, because they already know what you can do on 10. What are your thoughts? Like, where's your mind at? You know?
Yeah. Teams like the Dolphins, Cardinals, and Jets and Bengals are the most active in scouting based on things we just talked about. Their names have popped up more than once, plenty of times. So I expect a lot of movement in them and stuff. But yeah, so that's covering the upcoming draft on Thursday and stuff. I think we're good to leave it there. The next episode, next podcast we do will be after the draft, and we'll see how that impacts the teams and what we think and some grades and
all that good
stuff.
Facts on their draft.
So out the gate, we have round 1 pick at pick 28. Consensus is the cornerback Mansour Delane, if he makes it down that far or so. I do like our cornerbacks. I'm always open to.
We could use more.
Yeah, for sure.
I would like to get like a big body cornerback. No Diddy. Big body, you know what I'm saying? Get in there and just like jam, pause again, you know? But like, you know what I'm saying? Like physical, get in there, you know, like I like the body frame of his like 6'2", 6'3" corner. I feel like that's a good corner. I'm not saying small corners aren't good, but like in the division we're in, we have big body receivers. So like I would like to have a corner that can be physical with the big receiver.
That makes a lot of sense. It's true. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. We also got a round 2 pick at pick 60. It looks like we're leaning on Jared McCoy, a cornerback. Another one. It looks like, so right out the gate, it looks like they're thinking we're going to get 2 cornerbacks, or at least try to get a cornerback. Next, we have a round 3, pick 92. They're saying an edge. How does an edge sound to you?
Bosa needs help. You got to get him some help there. It can't all just be him. He'd be the only pass rush we have.
Yeah, that's been scary.
It's been brutal.
How bad it's been. Last year was like a definite like smack in the face. Like not being able to get to the quarterback was insane. So many games.
And it put our corners in a bad situation. You can't cover forever.
Yeah, true. And we also got a round 4 pick 128, Trey Benson, running back from Florida State. I don't know, man, Florida.
Yeah. There's another Trey Benson. I thought this guy went to the Cardinals. So there's another trade. That's interesting.
Or maybe I were thinking maybe it might be like slightly different.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Yeah. But I mean another running back, let's just run through this. So pick four, we have a pick four, they're looking at running back, pick five, 164. Looks like they're looking at
Guard.
offensive guard. Round six at pick 200 will most likely be a tight end.
Love it.
Round seven, pick 238 will be a safety.
Love it.
So of course we need a tight end as
Not coming
Kittle
back.
is
Still-
injured, not right away, and we do need the depth for that. Safety, cornerbacks, we need depth for sure. Can't beat that. So I mean, just again, nothing is definite, but I mean, based off of this, like this has got to be exactly these dudes.
Yeah, but for sure, those are
position.
we need to target those positions for sure.
So that was pretty good. And you know what? We'll definitely go in more depth about it too, talking about it again after we know
What's
next week.
Yeah.
Well, there's gonna be a lot more things we could talk about and whatnot. But I think we're just gonna end it there, guys. And thanks. This is a great episode. Draft's coming up.
Take care.
See you guys later.